So for on your own too, this is what I would have done first on my paper. Take shelter A's data, put it in order, and find the middle, find the median, which is this 7. So shelter A's median is 7. For shelter A, we want to find the range. Now that we have them in order, it's even easier to find. You take your biggest number, your smallest number, you subtract them. 15 minus 5 is 10. So we have our median, we have our range. Next, let's take shelter B, put them in order. Our median is 11. And now let's find our range of shelter B. You got 15 minus 4, which is also 11. So now what are we going to write to compare the data? This is what I would have wrote down, and it's kind of like taking from the book. I just kind of changed some words around. Puppies at shelter B typically weigh more than puppies at shelter A. There's about the same variation between the weights of the puppies at shelter A and B. My first sentence uses the word typically, and it's about my measure of center. My second sentence uses the word variation, and it's about my measure of variability. Now, you might say, for my second sentence, they don't weigh the same. Why did you write that? I said they're about the same. They're close. They're only off by 1. If you go back here and you're comparing these two measures of variability, we got a 10 for shelter A and 11 for the range of shelter B. Technically, yes, the variation is greater for shelter B. So if you had that for your sentence, that would be acceptable as well. If you said shelter B's weights vary more, that is not a false statement. That would be correct. I just wrote it this way because they're very close, and this is also the way the book wrote it, and I want to show you another way that you can kind of say the same idea.